Hello everybody, this is the Golden Lock Picker and I'm back at you here with another lock in the vise today. What I have for you guys today is Masterlock 410 LOTO lock or lockout tagout lock. These locks usually have a plastic body to them, the Masterlock ones. There are other companies that make lockout tagout locks and Masterlock does as well that have a different style body like an aluminum body. But these ones, the reason they make them with a plastic one is it makes them more cheaper to, if you're going to use a lockout, tag out procedure, and to kind of reduce your cost if you need to buy a lot of these, it can certainly make it a lot more cheap. Plus, if for some reason you're in an emergency and you did need to break this open, you could simply shatter this plastic case and obviously pull the lock apart and re-engage the equipment if you needed to. So this particular lock though is a little bit different from what you're going to find at a retail big box store. I ordered this directly from Masterlock, where I shouldn't say directly, but through a distributor who ordered them directly from Masterlock. And the reason that this one's a little bit different is this is the 400b keyway on the left here in this green body. And this right here is a Masterlock 410 that you would find from like a big box store. Like you could find this at a Menards or maybe even a Home Depot or something like that. But this keyway you're going to notice in the retail version, that is the 401 keyway. So the 401 has a slightly different style to it. Whereas the 400B, it's kind of more like a Yale style lock keyway, but it is fairly unique there. You're not going to see a lot of other keyways from Masterlock that look like that. It's actually probably one of their better cores, and it's definitely a little bit more jagged, although you can reach, if you have a thin enough pick, you can reach straight up through the warding. Whereas with this one, you would have to reach from the side, but because of that, you could actually get up into this lock as well with a pretty thick pick. Really, the thickness is not really an issue there. So I'm going to move this one off to the side, the one that has the 401 keyway, and we're going to focus today on this Masterlock 410 LOTO lock with the 400B keyway. So we'll go ahead and tighten this up in the lock, but we're not going to try to over tighten it. You got to be careful because you don't want to crack our housing. And I'll show you guys the key here. This is the key that we're working with. And matter of fact, it probably should show you guys that it is operational. So we turn that over and you can see it works. It's got ball bearings and pretty standard shackle there. We'll lock it back up. It is key retaining, so to lock this back up, you'll see we actually do have to put the shackle back into the slot. Not a big deal if you pick it. Just be careful to make sure that you put that shackle back in when you go to rotate it back. The other thing too is these locks are kind of prone to something that a lot of people like to refer to as the rattle club. And what happens is if you unlock this lock and you're not really paying attention, it is possible for you to forget the way that it rotates and potentially over-rotate it and then dump all of your key pins out. And then this thing basically turns into a maraca at that point. Your only way you're going to fix it is to crack that plastic body open. So just be careful not to make that mistake. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set that down. I'll be using Jimmy Long's picks to pick into this lock today, and you're going to notice I actually have kind of an assortment here. I have picked this lock open before, just for full disclosure. Granted, that was literally just not even probably an hour ago, if even that. So I just figured, you know what, let's get some content out there for you guys. And what I used is actually these Jimmy Long's flat hooks, and I actually did use a bit of an assortment of them, but they're all in 19,000s, and I've always color coded these so that way you guys can tell the short flat hook from the starter set and the Aggressive cycloid that are in 23 thousandths will have a white insert in them, whereas the ones that are the 19 thousandths picks up in this roll up here, they are always going to have the blue in them, and that means that they are 19 thousandths. So I'll be using the Jimmy Long's 19 thousandths flat hooks to start with, and I'll actually go with the tall flat hook there, and we'll get to picking. I will be using a bottom of the keyway, top of the keyway turner here. The one that I will be using is actually, I believe, the one in 30 thousandths is from the starter set. So let's go ahead and get started here. So we got a little light click there, just kind of rolling off. There we go. All right, I think we got one little click on one there, pretty loud one. Might ease off of my tension. Not feeling anything on 2. I'm going to move to 3. Feels like I may have gotten a little set on 3. Okay. Okay, I didn't feel anything on 4 or 5, so I'm going to work my way back here to 1. 1 feels squishy, so we're going to leave 1 alone. Okay, feels like we may have gotten some clicks there out of 2, but I'm going to keep moving. Okay, not feeling anything on 3. Okay, feels like I may have gotten something on 4 there, but I may have also just slipped off. Okay, looks like we may have accidentally got too many clicks there on 2. Hopefully we didn't create an issue there. Got a little click on 3. I'm going to try to keep working through. I don't feel anything on 4. I'll move to the back of the lock. And nothing on 5 yet. So we'll go ahead and keep moving. Okay. Nothing on 2. All right, we got a little something on 3. And now we have a touch of counter rotation. Yeah, we got a little bit more of a click there on 3. I'm going to try to keep moving. Okay, now I got a click on 4. All right, I don't feel anything on 5, so I'm going to move to the front. 1 feels squishy. Not really getting anything out of that. Okay, I do feel something on 2, so I'm just going to get a click on 2. Nothing on 3. A little click there, but I think I may have just slid off of 4. Okay, just a little bump on 5, and we are over in a false set. Okay, and I just came up here and I just barely tapped number 1. All right, we are getting counter rotation on 1, so I'm going to make an attempt. It's either 1 or 2 here. Okay, it looks like we got something there. Hopefully we got that spool set. And I hit 3, and there we go. As you can see, we got that rolled over. I'm going to be very, very careful here, as I don't want to join the rattle club. So we're going to go ahead and pick this up. That way you guys can see it is rolled over. And we can see now we are open. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the Masterlock 410. And specifically, this is that 400b keyway. And like I said before, if you want to lock it back up, make sure that you put that back in and just pay attention to that same direction you had it before. And we rotate it back. And there we go. We are locked up. And it looks like everything is working like it should be. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. That is a green belt level lock from lpubelts.com. You can check that out again at lpubelts.com. I hope you guys found this helpful. as I talk through that, definitely some serrated pins in there, security pins, and feels like a spool. Definitely there was a spool in there. So if you guys enjoyed this, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and smash that subscribe, and then that way, anytime I'm publishing new content, you guys will get an alert on that. Go ahead and drop a comment down below. Which keyway do you think is the best or the most challenging for the Masterlock 410? Is it the 400b keyway, or is it the 401 keyway? Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.